Okay.
The last stretch may be the most butchered stretch for every meathead that has ever hit the bench press before, is the forced passive pec stretch. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I got Lindsay here. I'm gonna put her through one of these before. This should look very, very familiar. So after you get off the bench, you wanna stretch out the pecs a little bit. You get your lifting buddy to drive your arms behind your back and really force this stretch and hold it where it really causes a lot of pain. Obviously, this isn't a good position for the shoulder girdle. We're having anterior translation of this humeral head in a glenoid, which really just tends to piss off all the stuff in the anterior capsule here, but also through the long head of the biceps and a host of other issues. So this is one of the stretches that I'd like to never see done ever again by anyone else. But there is some advantages to going through some pec stretches, especially if you're hitting bench and hitting a lot of pressing movements between, just to get some force stretches through. The way that I like to teach this is by coming in a half kneeling position and getting up and making sure that we're in about 120 degrees of elevation at the humerus here. And I'm going to be using this pull just to gain some leverage off. I'm going to have a contact point through my entire forearm here, and I'm going to be using the oscillatory stretch out of the half kneel position. So you can check out this setup. I want to be in a half kneeling position just so I can control the movement from my hips. We're going to come up, this is 90 degrees, we're going to come to 120 degrees, full contact of the forearm and the hand, good core position, good glute position, some tension through both of those things, and then we're going to oscillate forward and back. And I have tension through my right pec this entire time. So I'm just trying to get through an active range of motion and avoid having that anterior translation of the humeral head that can really piss off the joints. So stay here for about 20 to 30 seconds, and again, you can hang out for about 10 seconds after you go through the oscillations on a static stretch just to get the most out of this.